Well, it's the last time I'm going to do this for a while, as this is the last round of the Wessex League. Yeah, what a long season. 5 months, started in September the 3rd, and 28th of January 2024 is the last round in Crow Cross. Yeah, what a brilliant league it's been, and on my part, just great fun to take part and just learn loads, make a load of new friends, have some crazy times, very funny times, for those who've watched lots of these videos, and yeah, V40s has been great. So well done to everyone who's taken part, even if it's just for one race or for lots of races. Yeah, and here we go. We're going to fast forward to 2 minutes. That's when the race pretty much starts. A beautiful day at Crow Cross, which is in the New Forest near a place called Ringwood. About 8 degrees, really perfect conditions. Actually got a little bit warm towards the end, and I thought, wow, I'm just getting quite warm here. So shorts and t-shirts, weather, and all ready to go. We've got Rich Warren on the left there in his skin suit. Tim Dool ahead of me.
Yeah, pretty good, Rich.
There's Kieran, I think that's Kieran there, and we're going to get going in a minute. The start here is a slight drag uphill, and then it bears left. Last year at Crow Cross, it's not the most technical course, apart from the drop into the woods where I did hit a tree. But I do struggle on it. I think because I'm not the best at cornering. I will try not to say that too much, but I won't be able to stop saying it. Yeah. Okay, looks like everyone's getting ready. All I say is watch what happens to the right. Right, got clipped in straight away. I'm powering on. Watch the way. Oh my god, I don't know who that was, but I heard that James Martin snapped his chain, and maybe that's what caused that. But basically, in the middle of the race, I don't know what happened behind me. Must have been a bit decimated, and I had an amazing start, and I was near the front, absolutely hammering it, thinking, what am I doing here? It's just way too close to the front. So I was running out of air because I was so close to the front. I mean, there was literally like 10 people ahead of me or something. So here we go.
Hey James.
It's these little kind of off-camber kind of U fins. They're not chicane, I don't know what you call them. There goes Rich going past me, just powering on. I think we'll see Rich again. Beautiful scenery, isn't it? The videos come up really well. But absolutely explosive start, and I'm thinking to myself, well, is that John? Who's that for? I don't know, maybe it's Martin. I was just thinking, whoa, I'm close to the front here. I'm just going to keep going quite hard, and hopefully I'll put some distance in those behind me, which is normally what happens to me. People put distance into me, and then I catch up as the race goes on. So it's definitely something that I'm going to be kind of trying to practice next season. So I'll definitely be back for next season. That corner was terrible. Look at that. That was awful. This is going to be quite embarrassing for me, just how bad my corner is. Right, stop talking about that. To be able to start and have a good start and not lose it at the beginning would be, I think, is one thing I would need to learn how to do, because that start is all important. I think if you have a bad start, unless you're amazing, there's only so far I can get up the field. I mean, I'm not trying to win or anything, but you know, if I could, I'm going to say it now. Next season, I'd love to get a top 10. There you go, top 10. That would be amazing. Whether that's possible or not, I don't know, but I'll give it a bash. Got 15th last week, so who knows? Is it a top 10? You never know. Anyway, Rich is ahead of me, but he's just slowly fading away into the distance, and I I'm going okay. It's just going around corners and things, I'm kind of struggling. I'm putting quite a lot of effort in here. My heart rate's not super high, but my legs feel they just feel a bit tired, to be honest. And you know, they were dishing out enough power, but they just weren't getting very fast, I thought. You know, maybe I shouldn't have been on mud tyres. I was on mud tubs, couldn't bother to change them, and maybe those were the wrong tyres for me. Here's the bit you climb up to the pits. This course is brilliant for spectators because you can stand in places towards the centre of the course and you can just see so much of the race as it kind of crisscrosses all the time. Here we go, dropping into the trees down to the single track, which was incredibly bumpy, and then you got to hit this rut or ish, and oh, that wasn't good, was it? Came to not almost a standstill. Didn't hit the tree though. Roots here were really slippery. There you go, slipping everywhere. Yeah, I'm not sure I should have been on tubs. I don't know, maybe it slowed me down, but I don't think so really. Was it have been much faster on intermediates? Don't know, but I think I'd be alright, and I was alright really. Yeah, I just felt a bit underpowered today. I cocked that up. I mean, I didn't come to a stop, but I really kind of messed that up a bit. I did practice it, and all those little mistakes, they just add up, and look, I'm just getting distance, and there's a really big gap opening ahead of me, and you know, I'm giving it a lot of effort up here, but those little mistakes, and you know, everyone at the front here they're going really fast. Oh, that was James, I think. Was that James? Yeah, I'm sure that's James going by. Yeah, I just okay, it was going. That is the weird thing about CX, isn't it? I mean, last week I powered through and I powered past James. Yeah, and this week he's smashing past me. Yeah, it's weird. Just cannot explain it sometimes. Yeah, it's a nice thing to have a chat about with other CX riders. Why is it some weeks you feel like you've got diamonds in your legs, and the next week you're really struggling? So yeah, I just felt that was a start finish there. I just felt I was going backwards for most of this race. But then again, I was so far at the front in this race that I thought, well, actually, you know, I tried to stay a bit positive, because it's a bit demoralising when you think you're going backwards. I just tried to think, I'm still going at reasonable speed here. I'm just not. I'm just getting overtaken by faster people today. Yeah, and for me, it's the cornering, not this sort of corner, and going downhill. That's fine for me. It's the cornering when well, you'll see after these hurdles, you'll see there's a couple of corners, and my goodness, you couldn't ride them much worse than me. There is Martin Richardson. It's Richardson, yeah. Martin, you are on an absolute flyer today. You had a great race. Was that John Wheeler ahead as well? Yeah, you were a beast today. Well done. That's fantastic riding. So round this corner, you know, I wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. But you'll see some more where I just really don't get the line. I think maybe I carry too much speed. Look at that. I've had to really cut back to get that. Lost more speed. And I just did that again and again and again. You know, when you watch CX, you know, on telly, you know, they are like, they just take the perfect lines, don't they? You know, the right speed, but they just don't go offline. Whereas I was, you know, I'm not sure whether, you know, I'm offline now again a bit, really. This was fun. It's a nice bit here. Bit of rest-ish. Although I was just trying to catch up. But look how much distance I've lost. Yeah, it just wasn't very fast, you know. People just cycling past me. was that a point to the camera? Yeah, it just wasn't going very fast. I wonder if that was, who knows. Well, I'll stop speculating. Someone's coming next to me. Who's that? I don't know. I do recognise you. What's that? Robert Fortley, could be. I had a chat earlier on. Lovely day for it. Really fast, really dry. I bought 2 bikes today. Didn't need it at all. I mean, there was hardly any mud on the bikes at the end of the race, which is great. Oh, that's Graham. I think it's Graham Hollidge. Sorry, got your surname wrong. Graham 252. Race so often with you. But yeah, powered on. This is up that drag up the hill. You know, and I'm putting some effort in here. You know, I'm not getting dropped massively, but just did not have it today. But you know, as I said last week and mentioned it before, just being able to stay fit for 5 months and do okay. You know, I'm just really pleased to survive the season in one piece, just about. So you know, I was trying hard, but I was a bit philosophical, just like, right, just trying to make too many mistakes and you know, and try and have a good race. And as the Silent Pirates say to the kids, said first rule of Cycle Club is just to have fun. So I just concentrate on having as much fun as possible, despite everyone going past me. But that cracking start at the beginning, that was brilliant. I mean, I don't know what it's like for anyone who got caught behind it, but I imagine it took a while for you to get going, and then, you know, you got all the traffic, haven't you, which I just didn't have. Look at these corners. I mean, over last, I don't know what everyone else did, but, you know, after my first taste of CX last season, I thought, okay, I see what you need to get, you know, to get faster and to do better in races, and that is, well, you need to be fit and to be able to do those intense efforts and, you know, constant starting, stopping. So you need to do that. You know, good equipment helps, and a bit of technique helps as well. Well, my focus was on just getting a bit fitter, a bit lighter, and you know, I'll try and do the same over spring, summer for next season. But one thing I'm going to try and work on is, God, I almost need a plan, don't I? It's more technique, really, especially going around corners. You know, I think I'm just going to have to just do a lot of technique practicing as well, which I feel a bit kind of cheating in that I'm not getting fitter by doing technique practice, but you know, it does count for a lot, doesn't it? In CX, you can just lose so much time I mean, what I was doing was I was trying to go around the corner, then braking during the corner and readjusting my line, just time after time again, and then I'd lose time, and I'd lose time and energy as well, and I'd try and catch up, and then you burn some more matches, and you're pushing yourself into the red when Rich says I need to relax more. I don't think I do, so I just need to relax more. But yeah, I guess I'm quite critical of that. That climb, it was really hard to get out of the saddle on that climb. I found that when I got out of the saddle, I what do we call it? I got wheel spin. It was so bumpy, such a bumpy track, and this dropping into the woods. Lots of people said they really liked it. I didn't. There's a real bang. One lap it went really bang. I thought, oh my god, have I broken something? But yeah. Sam, one of the riders, Genazzini, said that you just got to be comfortable pushing the limits and coming off, and I didn't really feel like that today. I think I just need to push those limits a bit more, be prepared to come off. Very slippery routes there, always got really slipped badly. This is the turn, you've got to get this right, and hopefully oh, there you go. Oh, that was a mistake. It took me a while to sort myself out there. Lost a lot of time there, didn't I? Yeah, I had a few little mishaps like that. Yeah, but up you get, and back on your bike, and at least it wasn't as bad as Duncan's crash last week. I bumped into Duncan in the car park, and he laughed and said, how famous he was now after having me catch his crash, and then somebody posted a video in the Wessex League Facebook group about which had the crash the other way. And I think Pitchside Paul got a photo as well. So, I mean, that is the most covered crash of the entire season. Yeah, Duncan, you should edit it all together into some sort of crash montage or something. Because yeah, that was something else. If you missed it, have a look at last week's video at Southampton, and on lap 2, I think it was, Duncan disappearing down a hill, which was horizontal charge down the hill, just disappearing. So yeah, nice to see get to meet you, Duncan, and nice to chat to loads of riders today. So friendly. Dan Walton, nice to catch up with you, and one of the things is what do you do after CX season? People talk about gravel, mountain biking. Yeah, no idea. Haven't really thought about it, but I'll see what the club talks about and what my son wants to do, and we'll have a see. But it's nice that the season's kind of a bittersweet sort of feeling, isn't it? It's like CX was such good fun, but at the same time, it's really tiring to race for such a long time. So yeah, we'll have to decide what we're going to do. Maybe do some of the Sun XC races, but maybe we just train. We'll see. The club will do loads of things. That line wasn't too bad, but you can see I'm making steady progress backwards. Oh, that was the chap who's next to me. I can't remember what his name is, but I think he got caught a bit in that crash at the beginning, so he's done well to come back, and he's it's powered by. Yeah, my legs just didn't want to do that today. I think one thing, another, oh, look at that terrible line and then cut across. Oh, look at that, so bad. Look, I lost the plate and stuff like that. Was Jorge. Hi Jorge. I tried to stay with Jorge. So when Jorge went by, because Jorge's always up there, I kind of thought, oh, if I can stay with him, I can't be doing too bad because he always finishes towards the front. So I just really tried to stick with it, and my heart rate was going pretty high at this time. It was in the 170s, which I was pleased with, to be honest, because I really hate a low heart rate because I know that my max is, 180-ish. So if I'm like 165, I know there's something wrong. I'm not putting enough effort in, or my legs just don't want to, put that much load on my heart. So yeah, so it was 165 at the beginning. Now it's like 171, 172, 174, and that's better because I know that I may not be going that fast, but at least I'm putting some effort in, and that's all you can do sometimes. Oh, I remember just sitting on Jorge's wheel here, just absolutely dying. But I was thinking, right, just stay on his wheel. He's going a good pace, and I'm getting a bit of a drag up the hill. So that was great. That was nice. And I thought, well, whoever's coming behind me is going to have to go pretty fast to take some meters out of me if I'm sticking to his wheel. So I just tried to stick as much as I could, which is not for loads of time, but there you go. Try to get into this group. Sometimes you wonder, is it better? Do you do better riding in a group, or is it better to have your own space? And I don't know. Sometimes I just want a clear track when I'm on it and I'm feeling confident. Like at Reading when I had all sorts of disasters, but I was absolutely flying. I had tons of grip, felt really strong. That was great. And a clear track meant I could go even faster. Whereas here, I don't think I went any faster with a clear track. I don't think I went any faster when there were lots of people as well, because I just struggled to stay with them, especially in this twisty stuff. Yeah, just got to be like the swan, be smooth. But practice makes perfect. I've got a lot to learn, which is brilliant. Oh, that was a terrible corner. Oh my god, that was bad. People said to me, how did you get on? And I said, did okay, but this course was all about cornering well, and the uphills, so you need power too. But I think a skillful rider today would really thrive. It was really hard to gauge where everyone was today. I wasn't really sure. Because I started so fast, I wasn't really sure what everyone else was, and I didn't really look behind me. Occasionally you'd see someone come the other way and you go, oh, okay, there you are. But most of the time I just didn't know. I just kept going forwards, and it was quite a long lap, wasn't it? I mean, I think my fastest lap was 9 minutes 34, and so it was pretty much a 10-minute lap. So 4 laps is your 40 minutes done, isn't it? Plus the lead in. You know, that it's literally only 4 laps, isn't it? So I thought, if I don't do anything stupid, I shouldn't get lapped, which is good. Get your money's worth. And Paul Lloyd wasn't here. I saw him at the last race, that it was his last round. Adrian Tansley was, is it Lansley? Adrian. Yeah, he was here, so I think he won V40s. He's obviously very, very good. I caught up with Jorge, nice. Every time I went to drop into the woods, I just thought, into the hands of fate here. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. This corner, just please. I guess it wasn't easy. I mean, no one seemed to, who I was riding with, seemed to find it easy, but it's much better. Jorge took the high line there. That was much better than the low line, because for the low line you had to go over some roots which were slippy, and then that was nice. On the left there, you could actually cut off some roots by just riding through the undergrowth, and so I caught up with Jorge a bit there. So I'm battling this bit here, really slippy, and then you've got to get ready for the left turn, and hopefully not to mess up the climb up the slope, which I did. Well, I crashed last lap. At least this lap I didn't do that. Oh, that wasn't the best. Yeah, look at that. Oh, go. Why doesn't the bike go where I want it to go? I mean, I'm piloting it, so it's my fault, but yeah, cornering. Look at that, and Jorge's now got 10 metres from that. Amazing. Tiny little mistakes. And then trying to dig back in to try and catch up, and it's so painful. That's good. That's good. You know, that's good effort, isn't it? All you can do is put the effort in, and just try and do better. Thanks to everyone shouting my name all race. That was great. Very encouraging. Go Pirates. Oh, brilliant. I will miss this. There's nothing quite like it. Maybe I'll have a go at a gravel race. Rich Warner said the gravel race is good fun. I'm not sure if it was gravel. I don't know if gravel races. I don't think they go in circuits. I think it's like from a point A to point B sort of thing. Yeah, maybe I'll see what that is. I think you're supposed to have bigger tyres though than CX tyres. Get some wider ones that soak up the bumps a bit more. I don't have any, but I could obviously get some and have a go. So, you know, still travelling at decent speed. I'm still managing to just about hang on to Jorge, just about. Just good. I bet VC Venta have some races on through spring and summer. I think they're quite a well organised club, quite a big club. They do lots of things. So anyway, I'll have a look and see what they're doing. Every club's got you know, all sorts of events planned. So maybe I'll try a few. I mucked that up. Look at that. Oh, that's terrible. I saw that Portsmouth North End Cycle Club, PNEC have and they've used one of the Belgian names for an event, which I think it's next month, and it basically it goes up every Portsdown Hill climb, and it says it's not a race, but obviously I'm sure people go as fast as they can. Oh, wow, such a terrible lines. But that should be fun. It is only 1,000 metres of climbing, so it's not that much, but obviously if you hit the Portsdown Hill climbs hard, it's going to really hurt. I did a P-neck time trial last year, probably around March time I think it was, and you had to climb Portsdown Hill a couple of times I think, and that was painful. Yeah, that might be a fun thing to do. It won't be like this though, will it? There's a CX race in organised by London South or something next weekend actually, in Brighton sort of way. I think a few people said they're going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I think that's definitely end of season. We're going to go out for a nice meal to celebrate the end of season. Actually, we've just organised at Solan Pirates. There's 16 parents, adults who have taken part in races this season, and 15 of us have managed to find a date where we can go out for a curry and celebrate and have some fun, because it's nice. It's great seeing everybody, but it's nice to have a beer and a curry and celebrate good times and reminisce about the stupid things that you've done during the season. So really looking forward to that with Pirates buddies. So where are we? This is the third lap. Yeah, I think it's about the third lap. I can't remember how long I was racing for. I think it's about the third lap. I caught up to Jorge again. I have to ask him whether he had a perfect race, so I certainly didn't. Because when you get up to someone, unless, well, when you're on the limit, you just don't feel, you get up to them and just trying to get past them is so hard, isn't it? It's like, oh, you can rest now, you've got to them, but I guess, the racer mentality is just thinking about overtaking them. And, sometimes you've got that, sometimes you haven't. Anyway, that's my experience. I mean, at Reading, I felt like a complete warrior, and I was going to overtake everyone. In fact, at the last race in Southampton, despite all the crashes, I felt really good, and I just felt like I'm just going to try and take everyone I can. But this week, I just didn't feel like that, and yeah, it's just one of those weird cycling things when you hear commentators talk about that, so you just don't have the legs today, and that's just true, isn't it? And that's all right. And I think us, CX riders, we beat ourselves up sometimes too much when we think about why aren't I performing well? Why aren't I performing well week in, week out? And the answer is you can't. You just can't do it unless you're Matthew Van Der Poel or Finn Van Empel. You just can't. And the proof is that if you've watched CX racing all season, at the start you got Thibaut Nice winning, one or two races, and then the rest of his season he's, not really there for most of it. Pim Ronhaar, he had not a great start to the season really. He was kind of up there, then he just faded, and then he turns into, really strong season with a few wins as well. And the other guy, Neuenhaus, he had a, pretty average start to the season, and now he is got up to second place or something in the World Cup standing. So, Cameron Mason wins, comes second in the European Championships, and then, the kind of second, third of his season is not good. So, even the elites, you know, they are going up and down as well. So I think we should cut ourselves some slack sometimes when we don't have a good race. You know, it's just, you know, it's just one of those imponderable things where there's lots of variables which contribute to you sometimes not having your best race, and that's all right. There you go. Stop beating yourself up. Here we go. Into the hands of fate. What is going to happen this time? Right, so this must be lap 3, because I remember lap 4 and this isn't it. So this is definitely lap 3. There you go. I took that high line again. It's just this is me following Hall Game race. This is took the high line again. That was good. Yeah, so come out of here, and then you've got the climb up to the finish line. Come on, am I going to make the turn this time? Ooh, just about. That wasn't too bad. Last time I lost so much time to Hallgate up here because I didn't do the corner very well. Oh, I've gone off track there again. Lost some time there. Just the line, get the line right. It makes such a difference. Such an effort. Such an effort. Brilliant. I'm looking forward to some bike maintenance. Not that I'm going to do much of it, but it just feels like the bike's suffered, and slowly by the end of the season it's time to change the bottom bracket and check the wheel bearings. No doubt some muck has got into all of that stuff, and you know, you want your bike to be in tip-top condition. Oh, that's a nice, got some speed there. Hit the barrier. I'm having a good race with Hallgate. Last lap. I know it's the last lap. No way we're going to be another one. Just trying to hang on, go at a decent pace, not do anything stupid, and not get caught. Last year, me and Chris Day had the most fantastic fight on this course, and I had a good start in that race too. But then he just overhauled me, and every lap he got closer and closer and closer, like a shark, until in the last lap he overtook me, and then I did everything to try and overtake him, and you know. And I couldn't. Well, I overtook him, then he overtook me back, and that was it. So I was just hoping that he wouldn't catch me up, because Chris has been getting stronger on these last few races. He had a great result at Southampton, and yeah, and he had a good race here. But I went over there, and as I ran over, I got cramp. And I was like, oh no, cramp in my calves. You know, I didn't have this the whole season, and then I had it in this last race. And normally before the race, I have one of those precision hydration tablets, and I couldn't find it, and I just had a high five instead. There's Paddy. Oh, this is brilliant. Paddy goes past me, and the number of times I've caught Paddy on having a crash this season. Maybe I should do some stats to see who I've seen crash most this season. But Paddy would definitely be up there. I mean, I can think of at least three, and I'm counting the one in Reading where he fell into me. That I'll count that as one. But he said as he crashed, he said, "Oh no, it's going to be in the video, isn't it?" And yes, it is, Paddy. He had a great race last race, really strong. So yeah, Paddy, did you get caught up in that crash? Let us know. But yeah, that was unfortunate. Yeah, so back to my cramp. I got cramp in there, and then obviously once you've had cramp, it doesn't feel good, and you're just close to cramping. So I had to stretch it out for a few seconds and massage the muscle, and I was able to get going again. So unfortunately, my battle with Jorge was gone, and then I was just trying to get to the end of the race, really. Hopefully not lose too many more places, but I thought last time I'd just be okay, but I wasn't. Was I going full gas? Pretty much I was just going full gas and still just hoping that nothing untoward would happen. I just thought that bit on what do I call it? Up out the trees. That's the bit which I'll struggle with. But there's half a lap to go, so I'm nearly there. I am dying, but I know I'm going to make it. So I'm feeling good despite the backwards progress through the through the field. But yeah, I guess that's what happens when you start like you did. And this is a bit strange, but thing to say, I don't know how true it is, but I'm sure it is true, really. But the faster you go in CX, the more skill you need to stay on the right line. There goes Paddy, safe and sound. But you need skill, don't you? And I think at the start, not having the skill to go that bit faster, I really struggled, and then I think I lost a bit of confidence, and just started braking too much and not taking good lines. And it's when you're under pressure and you're really going for it that you need. That's when you want to be your smoothest, really, and instead of tensing up. So yeah, I think I struggled with that because I was under pressure to go that bit faster, and no one likes being overtaken by lots of people. So you're thinking, right, I've got to try and stay with them, but it just wasn't working. And then more mistakes creep in. So yeah, that's all racecraft, isn't it? And just learning how to cope with it. And I guess experience counts for a lot, and I think anyone who's kind of grown up racing as a kid, mountain biking and all that sort of stuff, it makes such a difference. And you see at Solar Pirates, some of the kids have been in the club since they were 6. No wonder they're so skillful. No wonder they can do track stands, no hands, and can just jump for life, because they just spent so much time on a bike when they're just a sponge for technique and all of that sort of stuff, and getting taught the right lessons. Oh damn, crashed again. It was just a little bit slip in that corner, and I just leaned too far over, and I landed on my right thumb, and I snapped it. I mean, I didn't break it, but I landed on it, and that was a bit sore. It's still sore today, but it's not terrible. It'll recover in a few days, I'm sure. But just annoying. Another mistake on the last lap. So I've had the cramp, I've had a crash, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I knew that Tim Lawn and I think Robert Ford from Pinot were just behind me, and at this point I was thinking, I just want it to finish now. How many more mishaps can I have? I've still got to get through the what do you call it? Except Robert's right behind me, because he shouted, "Are you alright?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." There he goes. yeah. At this point, it is just damage limitation. I think up here is the climb towards the pits, and Kieran Levy's dad, Rob, was shouting at me, "Don't let Kieran catch you." He must have been just behind me, and he was just behind me. So, but at this point, I was just thinking, I just want to get to the end now. Yeah, he's just behind me. I could just feel him breathing behind me. Kieran, I'm sure, got caught up in the crash, and he hit his knee, and then he had to slow down and all sorts. Yeah, I'm just going down here, hoping again to get through this one skate, and then I was here, and then something happens. Oh, slipped, and look, Kieran goes by. Oh, it's like I got out of his way. Anyway, back on the bike. I didn't crash there. The route sent me straight up into the undergrowth, and I just had to reset myself. So it's been a bit of a tortuous lap. I think this lap was a half minute slower than all the other ones with all my mishaps. So about a 10-minute lap. But all the others were around 9:30ish. Yeah. It's weird. Some of these courses, which I think are technically, they don't have really difficult things, but you need the technique to be able to ride smoothly to do well on them. So this course is definitely one for me. The other one for me is Popham. I've raced it only twice, but both times I haven't done well because I've just really messed up cornering. So that's really weird. Whereas stuff that has got a bit more extreme stuff, Clanfield and some of Southampton and Reading's not that. But those courses I seem to do better on. I think there's no rhyme or reason is there. It's too many variables. Anyway, yeah, I've made it to the top, and coming around the final corner, sunshine, Wessex League done. Finished 21st, which I was quite pleased about, really, because well, it just felt I was just overtaking the whole race. So, it's not too shabby, is it? Not a huge field, but you've got a race who you race. So yeah, there's Ben, my son, with some chips. Wasn't he feeling like chips? Anyway, so been a great experience this season. So much fun. I might see some of you on some races throughout spring and summer, but if not, I will hopefully see loads of you come Wessex League next September. So yeah, take care, and I'll see you around. I'm going to the Totten end of year awards, so hopefully see some of you there. Cheers.
I just sat on wheels. It could have taken me quite a bit forward because I felt really great today.
For the camera. Is that the one? I think so. Right in front of him. Oh. Overtook me, then down you went really hard. It was fine. I didn't even realise I cut. Well done, mate.
I'm very glad that I changed my tyres anyway because I had the roots on, and I was like, no.
Well done, Chris. I think finished 26th.
I know.
Sprint finish on the line. Nice one, mate.
Yes, had nothing. We had quite a few crashes as well. Oh man. Well done, Chris. Sorry, I was just well done. I was hoping the wind might blow some through my ears.
If you breathe through your ears, right? Well,
it feels like I was.
Good money
Yeah,
to be
I
like.
think it might be Miles Thomas who survived the race. There's Miles. There's Miles.
Oh, just go backwards the whole time.
Well done, mate.
He finished, didn't he? Swerve there, but that was me attempting to put power down. There wasn't anything there. His skills by far.
Yeah. Well done, Rich.
Well done, Richard. Richard Tucker.
Hey, mate.
Oh no, I had a shocker.
Oh, me too, mate. Me too.
I didn't learn on the single track. I tried to overtake people.
Oh my God.
On the right hand side with the roots, which is
Oh
so
my God, you can't know.
It's just if I did it once,
Yeah.
it would be okay.
Yeah.
Probably do it 3 times.
Oh wow.
I just lost I must have lost 15 places.
Yeah. Did you come off?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
2 times.
Yeah.
That's Mike Warner in the
Yeah.
distance.
I just
Didn't get a push from Mike today, which is unusual. Normally, I'm in and around Mike and he
Yeah.
gives me a push or something.
That'd be great. Well done, guys.
Right, I'm going to stop it there.
Well done, young man. Well done, well done, James.
There's James Cotty.
No, I just.
You guys were, if you look at my laptop.
He had a good race. Must have been in the
I really
teens
struggled.
somewhere.
I slowed down and I was cornering. I was just
Good
losing so
race.
much time, so I wasn't brave enough to carry speed through the corners. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, it's tiring. Really hard.
I just heard someone mentioning mountain biking over there. I'm thinking, that's better. Some of that, please.
I'll tell you what, that's a course that will probably suit you.
Yeah, it was so bumpy. So the roots.
That was a good ride.
Oh, I don't know, mate. I just went backwards.
Good.
Yeah. I did go backwards.
Yeah, you went high at the start.
Yeah.
Quite high up.
Yeah.
You got the transponder.
Yeah, we had a good start. There was a massive crash. You see that crash?
James Martin snapped
Oh,
his chain.
mate. Oh no.
Yeah, James snapped his chain, then someone crashed into him,
Oh.
and there was a big pile.
Oh no way.
I don't think what happened is where James suddenly went from sprinting to off his bike, the people behind braked and then they kind of hit into each other.
Oh, right. I didn't realise that. It's a shame you stopped recording. You would have got a slow-mo of all tumbling over.
Yeah. Yeah, you too. Yeah, definitely, man. Take care. Yeah.
I was lucky I was on
Oh. Yeah, I was okay. I just, we were talking about cornering. I was just too scared to carry speed through the corners, so I was braking so much. I think I was just losing time on it. So then trying to catch up. But yeah, it was good fun. Good fun. Oh man. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's over. Oh. I was going to say hello over there.
Yeah.
Oh God. Hello.
Well done.
Oh, yeah.
I see you come off again today. You come off again, didn't you?
Yeah, loads of times.
Just beyond, you
Yeah.
in them woods, wasn't it? Down
Yeah.
there. Oh, is it once?
Yeah. Just wondering why my wheel weren't turning. It's because I got my coat stuck in it. Oh my God!
You're stuck in it.
Oh
Not in the
bloody hell!
race.
Bloody hell! Oh my God! I think they refine. Oh man, Jesus! I thought, oh, it's good.
You enjoy it,
Yeah, it was good fun. I really struggled around. Oh, what's that called? The cornering I was rubbish at. Oh, is that it? So, yeah, you guys were strong. You guys did really well, thank you.
Yeah, no, it's
Thanks.
good. Yeah, it was good. I quite like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. A lot of turns. And I think that's it. It's sort of
Yeah.
off camber, yeah.
Yeah.
Need to slow people down.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the trees. That's what
Did you? Oh my God! I was just like, every time I went in there, I thought, I don't know what's going to happen when I go through here. It was.
I think
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw you gaining on me.
Yeah.
And then that's when I noticed you come off, and I thought, that'll push you back a little bit.
Yeah.
But you normally come through. But
Yeah.
you didn't today,
No,
did you?
I every time I tried to, I came off.
Just come off,
Yeah. So yeah, good
I
fun.
see you the last 2 or 3 laps you weren't pulling away like you normally did. I
Yeah.
see you was in front and then you were very similar, give or take a few
Yeah. Is that weird? You're not cross. You can have. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Last week to this week.
Yeah.
It's
It's like, well,
And it's riding a bike.
yeah,
all it is.
I know.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It'd be boring if it was always the same,
It was
wouldn't
really
it?
tricky last week. But then it was probably more power perhaps. Like, was it more power last week? This was more points, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think there was a lot of getting off. Yeah, I think the getting off and running.
Yeah.
Really, you're on and off, on and off.
Yeah, the thick mud and the
Power through the mud as well.
Power
Yeah.
You've got power in your legs.
yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't so much last week, but like this, you could gain momentum on the corner.
Yes,
couldn't you, there?
yeah.
Keep your momentum.
Yeah, if you were clever.
But you could lose a lot.
You could lose
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
So I think I did well out. You're ready to ride?
I've been on the bike for all that.
Went out earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, I went out on the trails. Nice day.
Yeah.
The sun helps, doesn't it?
How did Rich get on?
He was going well.
Yeah, he did very well.
Yeah.
I think in the end he lost power at the end.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great, isn't it? He was on the shore.
No, no.
Yourself, I think you lost 2 places on the lap.
I think it's also he had such a good event last week.
Yeah.
Yourself under
He
pressure.
puts pressure on himself. He puts so much pressure, doesn't he?
No, it's good fun. Yeah. It's one though, shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. There's a few evening ones, isn't there? There's a few evening ones.
Yeah.
Swimming ones. I might do a few of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
Couldn't try and get there in time.
That's the trouble. That's
Yeah.
what I felt last year. Yeah, you're sort of racing about, aren't you? And then it's another night.
Yeah, it was good. Good cheers, Andrew. Yeah, it was tough though. I mean, I think skill, carrying speed through corners.
Yeah, you've buggered it up for us, you guys. Trying it all up. I mean, it was lovely this morning.
All right. Yeah, good.
Experience to get round with.
Yeah, yeah. I know. You powered away, and I just went with
Oh,
slack.
lovely cross. It was perfect. Now you guys are coming on.
Were you calling that big crash?
It's a nice
Oh.
course, though. It's interesting. It's, you know, it's
No.
nice. But
I think the most interesting bit
Sorry,
is the van
yeah.
on the gravel
yeah.
with the deck there. It's not quite
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
but I think it'd be a superb place.
They were doing that last year, weren't they? Yeah.
Oh, the coffee and cake there. I think that'd be quite nice. Oh, what you didn't notice it? Jeez.
On the first little bit on the track, there's a big.
I would say on the recovery bit, but probably on your sprint.
I didn't know who it was.
We're not sprinting going on.
And I said, Unless
All
there's another
right,
day.
you're slightly more power than the previous bit.
Yeah. That was a nice bit actually, because it slowed me downhill as well. So that was.
Yeah, it's a smidge of recovery.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that first bit there, you just get, that wasn't anywhere near.
I not well. I just went backwards after you overtook me. I just seemed to go backwards and play a few places.
Nice to you.
Yeah, see you next time. Yeah. You doing any Southern XC?
I'll let you know.
Yeah. I might do a few. Yeah, I might do some. I don't know. Yeah.
So what's that? How long is it?
It's 50 minutes.
Is it?
Yeah. 50 minutes.
Is it all mountain bikes, like riding? Or
It's
do you
a bit like this, really. It's just like this. Yeah. Very similar.
I keep meaning to do them, and
Yeah.
was it
Southern XC.
XC.
Yeah, it's the same people who do the timing and everything. Yeah, so it's very similar setup. Yeah.
See if there's
Yeah. If not, I'll see you around. Yeah. Take care. Yeah, see you.
the woods, weren't they, the kids? She was with Ben, wasn't she?
Oh. Yeah.
We're going to be my dad!
Yeah, is that right? I heard it, I couldn't see anything. Alright, Dan? Oh, I don't know, mate. I found it really tough.
Yeah, it was frustrating when my gears, I had like 2 gears somewhere that might have worked. I should have done a bit
Here you go. Here come the excuses.
I got this one in early.
Sorry, reasons.
I got this one in early. I crashed the bike yesterday. I put a new mech hang on, but I didn't really check it over properly.
Oh, yeah, I did that too.
I'm hanging around on the off chance that I managed to finish 35th, but I very much doubt it. I don't know how big was it feel today.
I've no idea.
34.
Morning, you alright?
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
Right, Tim? Yeah, you went past me and then... Yeah, I fell quite a few times, yeah.
In the woods?
No, everywhere.
Everywhere. Spread it out, spread the love.
Yeah, that's right.
I was, there was a few moments in the woods where I was thinking, I'm going down. Oh, no, I managed to somehow black my way through it for another lap.
Yeah, well, you got to made it all muddy down through there. It was fine.
It will make no difference whatsoever. It's drying out. It's drying out.
No, it's got worse.
No.
This morning when I first rode it.
fine.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
warm. I definitely should have gone for short mitts and no arm warmers. I was thinking.
Oh really? Yeah. It was hot. It was really warm.
Yeah, I've got 2 base layers under this. I'm thinking I'm going to take
Yeah,
one
it
off.
was hot. It was really hot. I mean, I just had the top on and that's it. And I was getting pretty hot.
Yeah. What other racing is there? Are you going to do that? Or is that a bit too hard for you?
I don't know.
I think it's you're Southampton way.
Solar Pose.
So you're Southampton way.
Yeah. You?
I'm up in Basingstoke.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, I actually.
How well is it?
Well done, mate.
Our local race was like the day before I got my bike, so I didn't get to do our local one at Cochrane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might.
Big fat
Yeah.
That was really slippery.
That
Yeah.
looked like a cool course. The bit in the woods, like that half, coming back in the field. Just drains, isn't it? It's real hard. Like,
Yeah.
We've got to keep the pace up.
Yeah.